Animal rain phenomenon, when the sky pours living creatures to the ground. In our common understanding, rain consists of water droplets falling from the sky. Sometimes along with rain, we might witness hail, snow, or more rarely dust storms. But there is a much stranger and harder to believe occurrence. Animal rain, when fish, frogs, toads, crabs, snakes, or even spiders unexpectedly fall from above. Stories about this phenomenon have appeared sporadically in historical records for hundreds of years, spanning Europe, Asia, the Americas, and Oceania. Some cases have been documented with photos and videos, leaving scientists puzzled. 2. Historical records. Animal rain is not only a modern-day curiosity. Ancient records show that as far back as Roman times, the philosopher Pliny the Elder, 1st century AD, wrote about fish and frogs falling from the sky. The Bible also recounts the story of quail rain happening to the Israelites in the desert. In France, in 1794, residents of Lalline witnessed a rainstorm with hundreds of frogs. In England, in 1861, reports told of herring raining down in Aberdeenshire. In Sri Lanka, in 2014, thousands of small fish fell into a village, enough for people to collect and eat. This shows that animal rain is not merely legend or an extremely rare anomaly. It has occurred across different eras and places. 3. Famous cases around the world. A fish rain in Honduras. Perhaps the most famous is in the city of Yoro, Honduras. Every year, around May or June after heavy storms, thousands of small fish appear on the ground, covering the streets. Locals call it lluvia de peces, rain of fish, and see it as part of their culture. They even hold a festival to celebrate the event. While scientists explain it as being caused by waterspouts or floods carrying fish from nearby rivers, no one has been able to explain why it happens annually, and only in this one location. B. Spider rain in Brazil and Australia. It sounds horrifying. In 2013, in Santo Antonio de Platina, Brazil, thousands of spiders seemed to fall from the sky, covering the area in webs. In reality, this was caused by a local spider species migrating by releasing silk threads to float on the wind, creating the illusion of spider rain. A similar phenomenon has been recorded in rural Australia. See frog rain in Hungary and Japan. In 2010, in Rákóczafalva, Hungary, hundreds of frogs fell during a thunderstorm. In Ishikawa, Japan, also in 2010, frogs and tadpoles fell onto schoolyards and streets after heavy rain. D. Fish rain in India. In 2004, the state of Kerala, India, witnessed multiple incidents of small fish falling from the sky, lasting a few minutes each time. Some locals saw it as a divine sign, but scientists suspected that strong winds had carried the fish from nearby ponds. E. Red crab rain on Christmas Island. Each breeding season, millions of red crabs on Christmas Island, Australia, migrate to the sea. Some are lifted high by storms and fall elsewhere, creating an appearance of animal rain. 4. Scientific theories. Scientists have proposed several plausible explanations. Waterspouts or tornadoes over water. This is the most commonly cited cause. Waterspouts are powerful rotating columns of air that form over oceans or lakes, capable of sucking up water and the creatures within it into the sky, transporting them for kilometers before dropping them. When the vortex weakens, its cargo falls, creating animal rain. This explains many fish and frog incidents, but does not fully explain why sometimes only one single species is involved. Storms with strong gusts. Storm winds can lift light animals such as insects or spiders high into the air and deposit them elsewhere. This often happens with species capable of gliding or drifting on air currents. Flash floods and water surges. Heavy rains can sweep fish, crabs, and frogs out of rivers, ponds, or fields. When the water quickly recedes, they are left on the ground, making it appear as if they fell from the sky. Meteorological and geographical factors. In certain locations, unique geography and seasonal wind patterns can create fixed flight paths for animal rain events, as in Yoro, Honduras. 5. Unanswered questions. Even with the waterspout theory being quite reasonable, there are still questions that remain. Why do many animal rain events involve only one species, instead of a mixture? Why do some phenomena repeat annually, such as in Honduras? In some cases, the animals fall still alive and healthy, suggesting they were not lifted very high or carried very far, which contradicts the destructive power usually associated with waterspouts. 6. Cultural and spiritual perspectives. In many cultures, animal rain is seen as an omen, either good or bad, depending on local beliefs. In Honduras, fish rain is considered a gift from heaven, providing food for the poor. In Japan, frog rain has been associated with seasonal changes or shifts in fortune. In European folklore, animal rain was sometimes seen as a sign of magic or divine punishment. 7. Science and media. With the rise of cameras and social media, animal rain events are now documented more clearly. However, due to their bizarre nature, these phenomena are often exaggerated or misunderstood in the media, leading to wild and unfounded rumors. Scientists encourage continued observation and documentation to better understand the interaction between meteorology, geography, and biology. 8. Conclusion. Animal rain, while it may sound like fantasy, has been recorded many times in many places. Scientific explanations such as waterspouts, tornadoes, or flash floods account for many cases, but some mysteries remain unresolved. It reminds us that nature always holds surprises, and sometimes, what falls from the sky is not just raindrops, but living creatures that leave us amazed and astonished.